Hello, 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 my collective, my loves, my angels. Thank you for joining me on my channel, Guided Leap of Faith. I want to come at you today. I want to talk to you a couple of things, okay? So I want to talk to you a couple of words I want to throw at you. I want to throw at you weight, all right? And when I say weight, I don't want to talk about weight, like physical weight, like pounds, like going to the gym, but weight, like baggage, like weight carrying the world on your shoulders, the weight of not speaking your truth, speaking about what you're carrying, speaking about things that you're holding in, things that you're allowing to boggle you down. Speaking your truth, okay? And then another word I want to throw at you um, outside of weight is truth, okay? How not speaking your truth can really hold you back. So there's weight and then there's truth. Like you holding back the truth because you don't want to hurt someone, or you feel like maybe someone isn't really ready to hear the truth, or you what you think the truth is going to do to another person, or how you think it's going to make them feel because you care about a person, okay? um and then there is finally speaking it, that release, all right? Releasing the tension, releasing the pressure, releasing that weight of speaking your truth, okay? Releasing the emotion. And finally, the last one, having the moment, okay? The what's the word I want to use? Just that breath, that renewal, the renewal of it, knowing that from now that you've spoken, you've released the weight, you recognize the weight you're carrying, you spoke the truth, you released the truth. Now you can start your renewal. You can move on. You can grow. They can grow because you released, you told, you've got it out there. Okay. So I want to focus on those four words today, because I feel like a lot of people, they carry a lot of weight around them because they find themselves in situations that they're in because they don't want to hurt people. They maybe take on responsibilities. They may have made decisions. They may go along with things, accept things. Allow people to make decisions for them, or they just allow people to put pressure, to put boundaries, or have control over their lives, and they're not staying in control of their lives and not setting boundaries for themselves because, they're either going along to get along, or they're people pleasing, or they're just trying to support other people, and they're not putting themselves first, and they're so busy supporting others, and others aren't, they're taking them for granted. They're taking advantage, and these people aren't even being appreciative of how much of a support that they are to them, okay? And so sometimes, you have to speak your truth, and you have to let a person know, or people know, or whoever the case may be. Sometimes you have to let them know, hey, you're not as supportive as you think you are, or you're taking me for granted, or, you're not being appreciative of how I support you, or, appreciative of what you have here, or just appreciative, period. Or sometimes you just have to just speak the truth of what's on your mind or what you're carrying. Or sometimes you just have to tell a person the truth, and for them to see things from another perspective, because maybe, unintentionally, maybe some people just get blindsided, or maybe a person thinks that they are supporting you, or maybe a person thinks that they're doing something and they're just not aware, they're just not aware that they're not saying or doing something that they think that they are. And sometimes you just have to bring to their attention that I know you think you're being helpful, but you're not. Or I know that, or you are being helpful, but I would appreciate it if maybe you could do just a little bit more. Or, I don't like it when you say or do this. So if you could not say or do this, sometimes you just have to bring things to people awareness because they don't know honestly unless you tell them. Okay, and that's the part where we get to release. Once you release the fear, okay, of getting it off your chest, of saying it, because you may have that fear of hurting their feelings or the fear of how they're going to react when you say it, or that fear of disappointing someone, or their fear of how they're going to accept it, or fear of how it may change your relationship with them. Once you get past them, then you can actually get to the renewal. The renewal of actually, it may benefit your relationship in a better way. It may make your relationship more healthier because now that you've brought something to someone's attention, it leaves room for growth. It leaves room for change. All right, a change in patterns of you guys' behavior, a change in the patterns of the dynamic. It allows them to grow and change. It allows them to change how they were actually looking at a situation or handling a situation. It allows them to change what they were saying or doing, which was causing this weight on you to begin with. Maybe they weren't looking at something from all angles, and now it allows them to look at things from different angles. So sometimes what you feared saying or what you feared doing, because what you feared the outcome was going to be, might actually be a good thing because it allows the growth to begin, the healing to begin, okay? Which would be the best not only for you, but for them and just for the whole dynamic altogether. Okay, so those are things that I just want to look into and talk about today. Because I'm sure that this happens in a lot of relationships, whether it is your family, your friends, your personal relationships, your romantic relationships, or even your career, your work relationships, okay? So we just want to look into the cards right now and just kind of see, like what's going on, what the dynamic is, and what the energy is for today other than what I've mentioned to you, okay? All right, so let's look and see what's going on. What is going on with my collective spirit guides? All right off the bat, we have bad credit. Bad credit could mean someone's dealing with some financial issues right now. Maybe someone's not able to meet some of their financial obligations. Bad credit does not actually have to mean your credit score, as in what's going on with you financially, your credit history, but it can mean that you have bad credit with people, how people see you, with your relationships. All right, people don't see you as keeping your word. You've been letting people down. You're not meeting your obligations, or you're telling people you're going to do something and you're not doing it. You have a bad history with people of not being truthful, not being honest, not being loyal. Okay, you're not carrying your weight in relationships or your friendships. You're constantly disappointing people. You're being one-sided. You're a taker, not a giver. You're taking their love, their time, their energy, and you're not giving back. If you're a parent, maybe you're not giving that love, that time to your child, bonding with that child. If you're in a romantic relationship, maybe you're taking your loved one for granted. You're not being loyal. You're cheating. You're not giving them time, energy, appreciating them, saying, hey, I love you. Oh, you look nice today. Or I have a great day. Or, oh, your hair is beautiful. Or complimenting them. Or, just I'll cook dinner. Or, just helping out. If it's a work relationship, if you finish your task early, asking a coworker, what can I do to help you? If you see them struggling, if you see them, it's almost time to clock out, almost time to get off, and you finish your work early and they haven't, what can I do to help you? Just in general, or just how you could be helpful for the next person. Just back credit, just how you carry yourself, how you give back to the universe, what kind of seeds are you sowing, what you're putting out there, okay? So back credit does not always have to be like your credit score, but just how you look at life, how you get back to the universe, what you're putting out there, okay? How you're presenting yourself. Like maybe you're not showing your best side. All right, let's say that. Let's see, what else? What else, spirit guides? What else we want to talk about? What else we want to say out there? What else for our collective? Government employee. Maybe someone works for the government. Maybe someone's trying to get resources from the government. This is yellow, so this does talk about our solar plexus, our source of power, our transformation, our self-esteem. All right, is associated with that. Our third chakra, our solar plexus. So how we see ourselves, okay? This goes hand in hand with bad credit. I just talk about how you're presenting yourself, how you're carrying yourself, how you're giving, how people are seeing you. All right. So government employee, you know, like working for someone else, being accountable to someone else, being controlled by someone else. All right. Or maybe someone actually does work for the government. All right. Maybe someone's part of a union. They are a government employee. Maybe they're in the military, or work for Social Security, or maybe someone's on Social Security, or work for some type of government, military base, non-military base, federal employee. All right, maybe someone is with someone that works for government, or government employee and bad in credit. Government employee, bad credit. Maybe someone in the government. I want to know what's going to come out. Maybe someone in the government. Maybe someone has bad history with the government. I don't know why I'm pulling like with government and bad credit. Like maybe someone has bad karma. Maybe someone has the universe is issuing karma on someone by the way they've been treating people. Like the government is like, I'm reading as universe. All right. And maybe the universe now is issuing karma on someone because of how they've been treating people, how they've been showing up, how they've not been responsible, how they've been one-sided, only looking out for themselves. I need more. I'm going to need to clarify that, but I just got that too. Their source of power. This one's been in their pride and their ego. What else? Tell me more. Tell me more, spirit guides. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm going to need to clarify with another card too. This government employee. Same-sex relationship. Somebody's been in a same-sex relationship as well. Government employee, bad credit. Someone's been hiding that they've been in a same-sex relationship. Someone's hiding that they like the same sex. Whether it's male and male, female and female. Someone's hiding that. They hid that from you, okay? Same sex. Someone is trying to find themselves. Someone's not in touch with their identity. Someone, because we have the solar plexus, which talks about our self-esteem, which talks about our source of power. Someone's definitely been abusing that power, and this is why they have this bad credit. Again, bad credit, not necessarily meaning bad credit, although they could have bad credit as well, but bad credit as though, again, how they have presented themselves, how people are not seeing them as being loyal, are not seeing them as being trustworthy, not being seeing them as being credible, okay? Not a good investment. So someone has not presented themselves to be a loyal, trustworthy, credible person, not someone worthy as in investing in, putting their worth into. And this could be somebody that has been engaging within the same sex, that has not told people about that has been hiding this from people, or they could be engaged with someone or interacting with someone that is into the same sex. So they could be like, you couldn't have somebody that's in with a third party, with a government employee. They could be engaged with somebody that's of the third party that's in the same sex that they're seeing. All right, and it could be somebody that works for the government as well, but does not necessarily have to be. All right, federal, government, and I feel like government control, regulates. I feel like someone is regulating this. Regulate, controls. What else? Tell me more. Tell me more. Painter. So we have painter. This is pink, root chakra. Painter. A painter paints, cover up. All right. So someone is trying to cover up that they like the same sex, that they are engaged with the same sex, that they are into. So this person could be bisexual because we have painter coming up here. So someone is definitely covering up something, hiding something. That's what a painter does. They cover things up. They cover walls, spots, stains, holes, patch. All right. So someone is trying to cover up the fact that they do like the same sex. They are engaging with the same sex. All right. And someone with government out here, I do feel like the universe, again, is dealing karma on this person because this person, it was covering this up. And this person was acting out on themselves. And I feel like the government is, i.e. the universe, is issuing karma because this person was only in it for themselves, not being their authentic selves, not revealing something, hiding something, all right? And not being truthful, issuing, earning, getting, setting up a lot of bad karma for themselves. This is pink. So this talks about the first chakra, the root chakra. So this talks about a person's survival, their safety, something from their childhood, their birth, their stability. So somebody actually could have been touched or couldn't have been violated. I hate to say that, and I will hope that I can say it on YouTube and don't get dinged for it. But someone couldn't have been touched or inappropriately had interactions with someone of the same sex in their childhood or from their childhoods, okay, that they may not have told someone about, and they've been covering this up, and someone might know about it. It may get revealed. This couldn't have be something that has led this person to live out their sexuality, which caused them to be a disloyal person, which caused them to walk around with the type of attitude that's led them to be lustful, disloyal, dishonest, cheating in their relationships, okay? Because they've had this type of trauma that they've experienced, and so they haven't been able to really love and let love in. They've been to themselves, because they've experienced this type of trauma in their childhood that they haven't healed from, okay? They've been covering this up, but I feel like somebody does know about it. And I feel like this is something that just never healed. This is something that happened to them that they've never healed. And they've been just coping, and they've probably been using something to cope with. Some type of substance or something to cope with. Alright? And this person may have some type of disability as well. This person may be abusive, definitely have been abused as a child with this coming out. And this is something that they've been covering up, that they've been abused in their childhood, possibly again. What I said, I don't want to continue to say it because I don't know if YouTube is going to ding it or not. But again, somebody's been covering up that they do like same-sex relationships, and this could have stimulated from their childhood, okay? And this person that's with this ego, and this might be somebody that you really least expect. I feel like this might be somebody that comes across as being very arrogant. This would be somebody definitely that you least expect, okay? Someone very arrogant, very sure of themselves, someone with a very tough type of attitude that walks around with like the kind of person like you wouldn't want to mess with, or they will retaliate on you. Someone that has a very stern type of demeanor about them. A fixed sign, possibly Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Somebody who embodies qualities of stability, loyalty, determination, consistency. Somebody who usually brings plans to completion. A very fixed sign, okay? Someone who might have broad shoulders, very stern. Someone who likes attention, needs the limelight, and again, they would, because they need an outside validation, because they're not happy with themselves, okay? Somebody who, when you betray them, they never forget, okay? Someone who likes attention, likes to be seen. Someone who thinks they knows everything. someone that likes to focus on other people and their flaws, somebody who likes to be controlling, tell people what to do, somebody that has a very narrow-minded mindset, that see things from one perspective, their way or the highway, very controlling, okay? And that's because they weren't able to control what happened to them in their childhood. So now they try to control everything moving forward, all right? They're very fixed on their vision, all right? Kicking doors in. So somebody who can get very angry. When they get angry, they could be very volatile, okay? And with kicking doors in, it can be literally somebody wants to kick the doors in, or it can be kicking doors in like the walls are coming in on them. The doors are being kicked in on them. Their secrets are getting exposed. They feel like everything's caving in on them because, again, with bad credit, their karma, the universe is giving karma on them because of how they've been acting, all right, with the karmic debt they've been out here accumulating by how they've been treating people. They feel like the doors are being kicked in on them, all right? They feel like they're being emotionally attacked. They're not able to sleep. They're anxious. They're in their feelings. Remember the feelings that I told you that I had when I gave you minutes ago. Weight, truth, release, renewal. The weight. They feel like they're being weighed down. The truth is coming out. The truth needs to be spoken. It needs to be released. They need to release what has happened. They need to release what's going on. They need to release the truth, speak it, release it, and then they will grow, renew. Remember those 4 words I told you that came to me? Wait, truth, release, and renew. By releasing the truth, by releasing this weight off of them, they can then begin to heal. They can then begin to grow their relationships, grow themselves, okay? I had those 4 words that came to me, and then we have these coming out, all right? So then we have maybe somebody in Charlton County, Chatham County, Carroll County, Bryan County. It doesn't necessarily be those counties. It could be somebody's name, Carroll, Bryan, Charlton, Chatham, as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be a county. What else, Spirit guys? What else? What else do we have? What else? Tell me more. Atheist pop out here twice. Someone could be angry with God. They could be an atheist. They could not resonate with any type of religion at all. They could not resonate with a religion or spirituality. They could be angry because they've been holding on what happened to them. They could feel like they've been betrayed. They could feel like God has been against them. They could feel like that way because of what happened to them. They've been angry, carrying on. They could feel like they had a lot of losses. They had a lot of bad things happen in their life. They could feel as though these things happened to them because God was not there to support them. They could have felt like they prayed. Their prayers were unanswered. Bad things just kept happening to them back to back. Their heart is just right now not with divine, not with the universe, okay? And they could feel like even now when they're dealing with karma, that the universe or God has turned their back on them. And so, I'm not saying atheists like they don't believe in God, but just that they're angry, all right, with the universe, with the heaven, with God at this moment, okay? This could be a partier, somebody that's going out, partying all the time, likes the limelight, likes to be seen. They could do this as a way of coping with life, coping with what's going on, or they just living in their shadow side, okay? At this moment, this Lucha County, Okaloosa, Suwannee County, somebody could be in these counties, could be a name as well. Somebody could be partying in these counties, know somebody from these counties. Post office, post office. All right, so we have government employee, we have post office. You guys could know somebody that worked in the post office that is a government employee, and post office coming out here is of that. As well as post office could be receiving mail or a message, sending mail or a message, or expecting mail or a message. So somebody could be, you might be getting ready to receive a message for someone. You might be expecting to hear from someone, or someone might be getting ready to send you something. All right, you might be getting something from the government or just from somebody, your person be thinking about you. Okay, again, this is somebody that's been in an ego, because this is the solar plexus, this is the 3rd chakra. So you might be getting ready to hear from somebody Or you might be expecting a check or something from the government in some type of way, some type of payout. But you're expecting something from someone, from the universe, or some type of payout or abundance or something from the universe you're expecting, or the universe is giving you some type of download, or you're going to receive some type of download in some type of way. Regarding this person, regarding the karma that they've been going through, or you're getting a message, or you might be getting a message this way about something that somebody's receiving, some karma somebody's receiving for how they treated you, all right? Or you might get a message from somebody that's going to decide to now come out and tell you, open up to you. Somebody might have caught an STD from sleeping with the same sex, okay? Somebody may have caught an STD from sleeping with the same sex, and this may be their karma that they're dealing with, and this may be why they feel like they're upset with the universe, and the universe may be trying to tell you, or you may get something that they may have been sleeping with this person in their car, hooking up, picked up somebody in their car. I'm not worthy of you. This person doesn't feel like they're worthy of you, especially if they caught an STD. This is the second chakra, the sacral chakra. Somebody acting out of lust, okay? Hooking up. Somebody whose initials can begin with the M, P, R, S, or T. Or they could have hooked up with somebody with that. It could be the first, middle, or last initial in their name. Yeah, somebody caught an STD. All right, and you're receiving this message. All right, this is this person's karma for how they've been acting, for all their karmic debt by how they've been treating people. Somebody who could have had a deceased mother, somebody whose mother could have passed on from them in their younger ages. Because this goes to childhood. This is the pink. This is the root chakra. So this is someone whose mother passed on when they were younger, not recently, but a while back. Years ago, okay? This is somebody that's been covering up. A lot of it's been going on. They feel like everything's coming in, everything's falling apart in their life now. They're dealing with a lot of karma now. They are. This person has an STD. This is, yeah. This person may have a dry cleaners, could have had a dry cleaners in the past, could have had a dry cleaners with their mother. This is somebody with dry cleaners. This is somebody with dry cleaners. They clean, they dry, they press clothes, iron clothes. This somebody needs to iron out their life, clean out their life, all right? Release things. This somebody has a lot of dirty laundry. Yeah, a lot of dirty laundry that needs to be cleaned, that needs to be aired out. A lot of dirty laundry is being aired out now to dry. Okay, thank you, Spirit Guys, for bringing that together for me. Yeah, this is the thing. This is why I feel like the doors are kicking in on them. Somebody's dirty laundry is being aired out at this time. Okay, and this could be a fixed sign: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Okay. And it could be airing out that they've been sleeping with the same sex. It could be aired out that they have caught an STD. This is somebody to hook up with people, sleep with them in their car. Okay? This is somebody who could be abusive when they're angry. Somebody who could have been in an abusive relationship as well. Or they could have been hooking up with somebody who was hooking up with the same sex. Doesn't necessarily mean, but this is somebody who could have been abused as a younger child. All right? He or she hasn't changed. All right, so this is somebody that you dealt with before, I had a relationship with before, because this is green, this is heart chakra, this is fourth chakra. So this is somebody that you dealt with in the past before, that you went back and tried to have another relationship with, give a second chance to, and you realize that they hadn't changed. They're acting out the same type of way. All right, they came through with the same behavior as before, and this is why this was bad credit. All right, because you realize they still couldn't be trusted. They still were disloyal. They still were the same person that they were before. You realize they hadn't changed. There's no compassion. They weren't balanced in their relationships. They were still being the same old man or the same old woman. They present themselves as the first place. All right, and now all of their dirty laundry is coming out, is being aired out for the public, for everybody to know. All right, and this is why this person feel like not worthy of you. They know they were sleeping around. They caught this STD. They're hooking up people in their car, picking up people. All right, having these third parties, because this is the 30, so threes talk about relationships of third parties. So they were having third party affairs. Somebody's birthday could be in March. Somebody could be resonated with a three, life path three, having many relationships, partying, hooking up. Okay, what else? Somebody who's always surrounded with drama, always have drama going on in their life, again, in their relationships, because that's the fourth chakra, which talks about the heart. Somebody who doesn't open their heart out to love, okay? Um, you intimidate me. You intimidate this person with the energy that you bring, the truth, the positivity that you bring. You intimidate this person because you speak the truth. All right. You don't hold back. You say what it is, how it is, and what it's going to be. All right. You don't hesitate to say it. You don't just sugarcoat this person and tell them what they want to hear. You're not a pick me. You're not a yes girl. You're not a yes man. You don't gaslight this person. You don't, go along to get along. You're not afraid to speak your truth, all right, with this person. So you definitely intimidate them as well as with your accomplishments and just who you are, all right? You walk with the Spirit of God, and you walk in faith, and that intimidates this person, again, because they're angry with God. So your light intimidates this. This is a 60. So the 6 talks about lovers. This was definitely a lover that you were with, a partnership, someone that you chose. That also talks about public recognition. So you may be getting public recognition for what you're doing, having some type of victory. All right. This also talks about you moving forward, leaving the past behind. You could be a birthday could fall in June. You could be a Gemini. This could be a twin. This could have been a twin flame for you. All right. This talks about duality as well. You do problem solving. You're compassionate. You have harmony. All right. It can also talk about the devil. All right. This could have been a person that you had some type of addiction with, a codependency at one point. This person could have some type of codependency, dependent on substance, dependent to a certain lifestyle, dependent to a certain mindset, a way of thinking. All right. Sexual dependency, drugs, alcohol. All right. You could be a mutable sign. Speaking of sixes, a mutable sign is Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. All right. You are adaptable, flexible, open-minded, embody change, seen as a chameleon, all right, of the zodiac. So you are able to adapt to any situation. You can fit in with any situation, all right. You're probably dealing with a person who never finished projects, always starts something and never finish it. This is somebody that say, oh, I'm going to open up a store. Oh, I'm going to open up a laundromat. We did have a laundromat up here. Opened it, but, it fails. It doesn't prosper. Open up a store, it fails, it doesn't prosper. I'm going to open up a food truck, it fails, it doesn't prosper. I'm going to open up any business. I mean, what do you want to say? A hair store fails, a car wash fails. They always want to open up something, it fails, it never prospers, okay? This is somebody with bad credit. Again, bad karmic debt. Okay, this is somebody who's not doing things with good intentions. This is somebody who mistreats people, who does things, all right, not in the will of God, does things selfishly. Okay, that's why things are not prospering. They're not setting things on good foundation. They're not setting things with good morals. They're doing things with ill intent. Okay, this is somebody who's been sleeping around with selfish motives. Okay, this is somebody who's not doing things through the will of God, but through their own atheist type behavior, low vibrational behavior, and nothing's going to prosper as long as they're working in this low vibrational energy, okay? What else? What else, spirit guides? What else? Somebody could have a dairy intolerance. It could be you, it could be them. Again, we're working with the root chakra, so somebody could, have be lactose intolerant with milk, with dairy, cheeses, upset stomach, and it doesn't necessarily have to just be a dairy intolerance, but somebody could speak to me, spirit guide, speak to me. All right, with the dairy intolerance, with that, it could literally be a dairy intolerance, but somebody could just be having abdominal issues. And with the abdominal issues, they could just be have something going on in the abdominal area. It could be constipation, it could be intestines, it could be kidneys, it could be liver, it could be gallbladder, just whatever is in the abdominal area. All right, it does not have to be a dairy intolerance, although it could. Okay. Also, dairy is vitamin D. All right, so somebody could just have low vitamin D at this point. I don't know why I got that, but somebody could have low vitamin D, not getting enough sun, or just their vitamin D level is low. Okay, Somebody could live outside of Missouri or be from Missouri. What else? Someone could live near a corner store, owns a corner store, be at a corner store. Again, this could be one of the projects that somebody started that never came to completion. It failed. It was a complete fail, okay? It was no balance there in that thing. Or they could live near a corner store. They could have picked up somebody at a corner store. See, hook up, meeting people at a corner store. One of these people that could have met that I got an STD from. I own nothing. Bad credit, I own nothing. All right. This could be somebody who's always renting, leasing, borrowing off of others, staying with others, leeching off of others. All right. Codependent on others. All right. We did have the 60, which I'll talk about devil energy. All right. Codependent on other people, relying on other people for things, putting people in getting things in other people's name, relying on other people to have what they or to get what they need. She knows about you. Somebody could be involved with someone that knows that they have feelings for you. They're still attached to you. They still think about you or yearn for you. Glasses, shades, contacts. Somebody could be wearing glasses, shades, contact, or that could be somebody's hating on you. Somebody's envious of you. Somebody's now receiving clarity on who you are. Someone throwing shade at you, okay? With that as well, with the shades. Someone's hiding behind the shade. Someone is viewing you, watching you, sneakingly observing you, investigating you, researching you, watching you on social media, but hiding their name. We had painter, hiding, shades, okay? Somebody's watching what you do, investigating you, but hiding their identity. They don't want you to know that they're watching you, all right? They don't want you to know that they're checking into you. What contacts? It does not, it could be in contacts that someone is wearing contacts. Again, cover up, changing their eye color, covering up who they are, but also contacts. They could be contacting people to find out what you're doing, all right? It could be contacts that way, not necessarily contacts as far as the eyes. Or somebody could be wearing contacts because they've been switching up, changing their image, all right? Acting, appearing to be one way when they're not. So they're appearing, that their eyes are appearing to be brown when they're really black. So they appear to come across one way when they're actually another. Somebody's name could be Robinson, Walker, or Young, okay? Somebody could be in IT or software. We have government employees. Somebody could be tapping into your government, watching you, using this device to watch you on with glasses, shades, all right? Peeping on you, spying on you, using these devices to watch you, check on you, spy on you, okay, investigate you in some type of way as well, covering up, all right, snooping on you. Makeup artist, again, somebody covering up something, hiding something, all right. Bisexual, I'm telling you, I told you we have same-sex relationship, we have bisexual. I'm telling you, somebody was hiding makeup artists and bisexual. Somebody was hiding the fact that they were into a different sexualities, okay? And sun, core identity. This is their core identity. Somebody's in their ego. They don't want you to know this. They want to cover this up, all right? But things are coming out to the open. Again, the doors are being kicked in, all right? The truth is coming out. Awareness. The sun is being shine on things. The people are being exposed. The realness is coming out right now. All right. It's time for the weight. The weight is bearing down on this person. All right. Okay, I have an angel answers. It's asking me to pull an angel answer. So let me go to my angel answers for you right quick and see what's coming out. What the angels want you to know. Karma. Definitely karma. I told you this person's karma. That what's happening to them is their karma. That's why we have bad credit. They've racked up a lot of karmic debt that's coming out, and that's why truth is being exposed on this person. I need to pull my angel answers because I pulled that card. Before I do that, this person disappears at night. So somebody that disappears at night, that's not home with their significant other, that's always out at night in the streets at night. We did have partier All right. This person is laying up, hooking up in their car, sleeping with people in their car, possibly saying they're going to the corner store. They're not. They're going somewhere else. They're hooking up. All right. This is this person that's got this STD. All right. Within the next few weeks, you might hear something. That's what's coming up. My angel answers that just flew out as soon as I pulled this card up. Next one come out. Ask your angels. Ask your angels about what's going on. If you hear from this person within the next few weeks, okay, this person might disappear at night to give you a call. All right. Let me see what else. Let's get out of this and get into something else. What are some of the hidden things that's going on with this person? Spirit guides, talk to me. What's going on with this person? We know that they're dealing with some karma right now. We know that they feel like the weight is on them. The truth is being released, all right? And it's going to aid to them growing and healing. But what all is going on? What is this person covering up? What have they been trying to hide, this person? We know that they have an STD. They're insecure. They're very insecure right now. They are watching you. I told you this person is watching you. They're feeling very insecure, and that's because things are coming out, okay? Things are coming out to the open that they don't want to come to the open. They can't hide the truth anymore. Things are becoming public knowledge now about the sex this person been having, all this tantric sex, this sex escapades that they've been having, all these hookups they've been having, some with the same sex, all right? This person's getting very angry about these secrets that's been coming out on them. They can't control it. They can't hide this stuff anymore. They're angry with the universe for exposing it. They may be angry with you because you may be exposing some stuff on this person. All right, they're trying to run from it. They're trying to run from what's happening. They're getting caught. People are catching them in their lies. I told you, bad credit. Bad credit does not necessarily mean their credit, although for some they do have bad credit in addition to all the bad karma that they racked up, okay? People are finding evidence on that. People are knowing they've been cheating. They've been hooking up with the same sex. It's game over for this person. No more hiding behind all this lies, this deceit, all this heartache. They've been hurting people and they cannot get away with it no more. It's no more. The game is over. The universe is keeping a promise now, okay? The universe is keeping a promise to you to expose this person for all that is done. This person now wants to come in and keep a promise to you to try to keep all the secrets from coming out, but it's too late. They have destroyed their name. They destroyed their credibility, all right? Everything is shattered. Their image is being shattered. They're knowing now that they effed up. They effed up when they didn't keep that promise to you. They effed up their image, their look, everything is out. The truth is out. Okay, I won't be surprised if it's all about to pop off. Look, copycat. All right, their image. This person tried to give a pretend. All right, they tried to copy everybody else, copy an image. Like if we had contacts out here, all right, this person tried to be something that they not. They were out here being a copycat, just copying how other people were living, giving fake versions of themselves, all right, duplicate copies of other people's image, trying to steal pages from other people's life and try to be that instead of being authentically themselves, all right. They didn't want to be themselves. They were taking sheets from everyone's life and stealing parts of their story, all right. But that's it. It's no more drama. Like, you got tired of the drama. This person, I know, has to be tired of all the drama going on in their life. They can't keep doing this. The universe is tired of the drama that this person is copying. God dang it. I said it. I said I won't be surprised if shit's about to pop off, pop out, and I be God dog Jim Brown. It is. Shit's about to pop off. I'm telling you, the universe is tired of the drama. The universe is tired. That's why things are being exposed. It's about to pop off. This person lies. It's coming out, all right? They're being exposed. Everything about them is coming to the open. There's no more hiding. There is no more. This person cannot hide anymore. Or this fake apologies going around telling people, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to change. I'm not going to do it anymore. You know, I'm going to do right. This is it. It's no more hiding. See the mask? There's no more hiding behind the mask. It's no more saying, I'm going to change and then don't change. It's no more saying, give me one more chance. It's no more chances. You had your opportunities. You had your chances to get right. You didn't. There's no more fake apologies. It's do or die now. It's wake up time. It's change. It's renewal now, okay? It's time to expect a new beginning. There will be a new beginning. So you will expect a new beginning because now it's time to grow up. Now it's time to change. All right? A new dawn is coming for you. You have no choice, all right? This person's depressed because they know they can't hide anymore. It's no more gaslighting. It's no more manipulating. No more manipulation, okay? They're investigating now. They're trying to find, like, well, why is this happening? Who told? Who exposed my secrets? They're investigating you. They want to know, how do you know everything that's going on? All right? How do you know this? I told you earlier, this person's investigating you. I told you when I saw glasses. I told you when I saw shades. I told you they're hiding behind these glasses. See these glasses? They're hiding that they're investigating you. They're hiding behind. They're looking on. They're looking with IT out here. They're looking on your websites, your social media pages. They may be asking contacts, asking people that you know about you. How do she know what she know? How does he know what he know? I never told them. How are they knowing this stuff? Okay. This person feel like they're getting played. They feel played, all right? They feel like you're controlling them, like you're manipulating them, all right? They feel like they're being manipulated. How do you know the things that you know about them? How are you calling them out like this? The universe, like they feel like they may be under some legal trouble right now, all right? We do have bad credit government employee out here, doors being kicked in. Possibly they've been doing something illegal and the police are going to kick their doors in and get them for what they've done. If not, the universe is alerting them that, hey, I'm coming for you. Your dawn of the day is here. All right. The universe is warning you. All right. Alerting you to, hey, this person may be trying to contact you, come towards you because they're investigating you. All right. This person's doing drugs again. Police may be on to them for doing drugs. Police may catch them doing drugs. Police may be the one to kick the door in for them and find them with drugs. Police might pull them over and catch them doing drugs. We did have car out here. We did have corner store. Police might see them at a corner store in their car doing drugs. I told you this person's trying to cope. They're cope because they feel like the doors are being kicked in and out. They can no longer hide. They're depressed. We saw that. They're depressed, all right? All their secrets, all their lies are being exposed. This person's been hooking up at the sex shop, picking up prostitutes, picking up other people, hooking up in their car, okay? Catching STDs. This person's into the same sex. Everybody's watching all this shit go down. I'm telling you, look, things about to explode. The public know everything's going down. People are watching. You're watching. What's going down? It's coming out. The people are enjoying the gossip. People know. There's no more hiding. You cannot hide. This is it. The dawn of the day is here. They don't want to hear it. They know people are talking about them. They don't want to hear it. They know their day is coming. They know it. They can't hide anymore. They don't want to hear it. They're trying to run from the truth. They're trying to run from it. See, they're trying to run from it, but they can't run. You can't run. The universe is after you. You can't run from your karma anymore. That's it. It's over. The day, where's karma? Where is it? You can't run from it. There's no running from this karma. It's here. It's here. This person's out here fulfilling fantasies, trying to get away with everything they could, having fun, thinking it was funny, all right? Now they're at a loss. They're losing their money. They're losing their mind. They're losing their security, all right? Their foundation's falling apart. They don't feel at home anymore. Everything is a loss for them. They're a failure. Their property, their everything, their structure is falling apart. Their life as they knew it, again, confirmation, is falling apart. Their life is falling to pieces. It's karma, okay? It is their karma. They've done too much, all right? This person may pop up on you. This person may pop up on you, give you a visit. They may take a risk. They may come to you. They may face their fears. They may come to you because they don't want this stuff to come out to the open. They may say, please stop it. You know, you the reason I'm catching this karma. I know I did you wrong. Please stop. You know, I don't want to take this no more. All right. They want to heal. They want to know, can I give you love now? Can you help me deal with this? I want to recover, you know. I want to make it safe to love again. I want to start over with you. You know, I am dealing with karma. See, karma, chameleon. This person may be going to jail. I told you, this person may be going to jail. We had police out here. All right, we had kicking the door in. We had drugs. All right, this person hit rock bottom. They're depressed. All right, shit going down. Things exposing. Their life falling apart. Look at that, life falling apart. falling to pieces, all right? They've been out here fulfilling fantasies. They've been running from this karma too long, and it's catching up with them. They can't hide from it no more. It's no more. It's here. It's time, all right? Opposites attract. This person knew they were supposed to be with you. This was a bad boy. Okay, bad boy, good girl. All right, you brought this karma on this person. Yes, you did. I'm not gonna lie, you did. All right, you guys balanced each other out, but you know they racked up all this bad debt because they kept repeating cycles. This person abused you. All right, they didn't wanna. They didn't want to change. They wanted to hide that they were in the same sex. They wanted to hide that they were out here having sexual escapades. They wanted to hide that they didn't want to heal. All right, this person knew that they weren't worthy of you. They said it. I'm not worthy of you. They knew it. They should have told you. They should have been honest, okay? They should have stopped the cycles, okay? And if they would have been honest, if they just would have been honest and done right, they wouldn't have this karma, but they didn't. They were out here with this desire, living fantasies, all right? Pleasuring themselves, fulfilling themselves. Now they snooping, trying to see what you're doing, stalking, trying to see what's on social media, that people are talking about them, getting tarot readings. They're driving by, trying to see what you got going on, investigating you. All right, now they want to say they want a real affection. You know, they want to try again. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Like, it's over. Yeah, this person was distracted by a lot of stuff. They had options. They tried to make you feel like an option. They always said they were busy. They had a wandering eye. They kept you waiting. Well, you're not waiting no more. You're not waiting no more because you moved on. You moved on from this person. They're calling you from unknown phone numbers, all right, spam numbers, fake text messages playing on your phone. That's because they're falling apart, and they know the karma's coming for them. Give me one more, Spirit guys. Let's go to wrap this up, okay? Let's go wrap this up. This person want to come in and compromise with you now. They want to say they want to make amends. They want to have a positive outcome with you because they're still obsessed with you, infatuated with you. They think you're going to spell work on them. They think you're the one causing this karma on them, okay? What was the life lesson for this person? The karmic lesson. What was the lesson behind everything this person went through? Other than the fact that that they brought this on themselves, other than the fact that it was the consequences for how they've been treating people. You know, you're not the first one they did wrong, that's for sure. Rewire the way you love. When pain becomes the pattern in love, it's time to relearn connection. Begin again differently. I'm telling you, this person, they experienced pain in their love life. They had someone to hurt them, to betray them, to let them down, to disappoint them. And because they didn't heal from that heartbreak, see that heartbreak in the past? Because they didn't heal from that heartbreak, they pinned that up on a wall, they hung it up, they framed it, they kept that as a reminder. And they never let it go. They never healed it, okay? They never moved on from it. So because they never healed, they never moved on, they kept it as a reminder, as a daily reminder, so they never forget it. They refuse to let it go. So they never connected. They never, when they, all their future relationships, all the other relationships they had since that, they closed their heart to it, okay? They never broke the pattern. So everyone, they went into their relationship, hurt you before you hurt me. They didn't give. They took love and never gave love. So now they have to relearn how to connect again, how to love differently, how to trust, okay? And this is part of this person's karma. So they got into the same sex, they were lusting, they were doing everything because they didn't want to hurt, okay? So this person also had to learn how to forgive themselves. Forgiveness isn't for others, it's for you. Free yourself from guilt and shame. So this person has to learn how to forgive themselves for what they've done, all right? Release all that. Remember the words I gave you? Wait, truth, release, and renewal. They need to forgive the person who hurt them. Release, forgive themselves so that they can renew and they can regrow, grow, start again, okay? So let me give you a motivational message. This person's going through a lot, but they brought this on themselves, okay? They brought this on themselves. They hurt a lot of people. They racked up a lot of karmic debt. All right, they've been living a lie. People are realizing, you know, that they're not who they say they are. They're covering up a lot, hiding a lot, deceiving a lot of people, you know, pretending to be something that they're not, and it's caught up with them. All right, they have to pay back this karmic debt. It's their karma. That's it. You know, everybody, you know, when you live wrong, you do wrong, you got to pay it back. You can't just live life how you want to think. It's no retaliation. There's no consequences. So commitment. I am committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential. Even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires, I know they have vibrationally manifested and are their way to me. So this person has to make a commitment now to change. This person has to make a commitment to evolve to their fullest potential. They need to pay back this karma, make a change, all right, and decide that they're going to be a better version of themselves, all right. This is what they need to do. So this is my reading for you. If it resonated with someone who's hurt you, someone who's played you, someone who deceived you, someone who pretended to be someone that they're not, then this is your reading, all right. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to let you know new reading. Thank you.